Russell Westbrook does not do it for me. He's a turnover machine. When KD was on the same Oklahoma City Thunder squad with him, he would average more shots per game than KD would. That is blasphemous. Not on any planet should he take more shots a game than Russell or than KD. Westbrook just doesn't do it for me. He's going to be one of those players that never wins, and he's one reason KD couldn't play with him and eventually left. And he's not going to finish his career in Houston either. He'll finish somewhere else because the Houston experiment won't work out either. He's athletic and he's exciting to watch, but he's stat pads. He doesn't win in the playoffs. He can't get out the first round without KD. That's been proven. And he's too reckless with the ball. He is not a top 15 player. I can name 15 better, and I will. I will name 15 players better right now on my list that are better than Westbrook. Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Giannis, Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Paul George, who is his teammate, who will go further without Westbrook than Westbrook will without him now. And by the way, when Paul George was in Indiana, he got to the Eastern Conference Finals. We saw, as the main guy, we saw Westbrook can't do anything as the main guy. He can't get out the first round. Klay Thompson, James Harden, his teammate, Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, and Damian Lillard. I just named 15 players better, in my opinion, than Russell Westbrook. I'm sorry he's too high. I think the guy that's too low on this NBS panel list is Klay Thompson.
How do you know you're going to say that?
I have Klay Thompson. I'm representing the Bay Area tonight. Shout out to Keo and Nick. The reason he's too low is you can make the case he's the best all-around shooting guard in the NBA, plays both sides of the floor really well. He was assigned to defend Kyrie Irving in all those finals with Cleveland, and he held his own. Kyrie Irving had a couple great games, but when it mattered most, Klay did his part. And let's not talk about him in the big spotlight. We know he was getting the nickname Game 6 Klay because every Game 6 when Golden State needed him, he stepped up big. He was clutch on all those Golden State titles. Plays both ends of the floor, like I said, one of the best three-point shooters ever. I'm sorry. Klay at 15 and Westbrook at 11. Somebody made this list and voted on this list off of some Hennessy or something because that's blasphemous. And that's all I got to say.
Go ahead, Justin. Defend your nonsense.
All right. This is my problem. I think Klay Thompson is too high. Number one, I thought this is current players because last time I checked, he didn't play this year. So you have to play to be part of this list as far as I'm concerned. And when he did play, he averages 21 points a game. I have somebody that should be on that list that's not on anybody's list, and I don't understand why. Who is one of the biggest stars in the NBA? Zion should be on that list.
Oh,
Klay.
Damn, what?
He has yet to even finish a season.
But he is playing, though.
Justin,
you have
Zion Williamson's the top 15 player
we made this.
Players. You don't know how Klay's going to come back with an injury.
Well, we made. Sorry, Keo didn't explain it to you. I guess we made this list going. If everybody's healthy in the NBA right now, who's the best player? Who are the best top 15? And Klay's one of those. And Zion hasn't played enough yet to be on that list.
Wait, why hasn't he played enough?
He hasn't finished the season. I mean, he's got
why hasn't he played the whole season?
Well, first off, I think he started playing in November or December. So one, he's injury prone, and two, then quarantine.
And he got injured. And you're talking about if he's not injured. He averaged more points than Klay Thompson did per game when they played.
So you're gonna sit there with a straight face and tell me Zion Williamson today is better than Klay Thompson?
Yes.
You need to be drug tested. Keo, get this man drug tested immediately. What? Are you got you? And I'm in Louisiana. Are you kidding me, Justin?
You
Come
ask
on.
any GM
I don't
who
know.
would
I don't
prefer
know
to
if he's
start a
the
team with
best.
right now, and they're going to pick Zion over Klay Thompson any day.
Maybe for the future, but not right now. I don't know if Zion is the best Pelican right now, just because he hasn't played enough.
Yeah,
I actually agree with that. But go ahead, continue. Go ahead, because I got a tongue load for you right now.
I mean, the other players on there. I mean, I agree with Russell Westbrook. I mean, he did his stuff at Oklahoma City. Yes, I mean he doesn't win, but the thing is, this is not about winning. This is about being the best player. True, this is not about winning.
That doesn't accumulate in wins.
What?
Wins have to play a part.
Why?
What you mean, why? If that's the case, when Kevin Love was in Minnesota, he was the best player in the NBA.
And someone could have made that argument.
Hell no. Nobody could have made that argument because he wasn't winning. Don't give me that, Justin. Winning matters.
Your definition of winning is that if you're part of a 3 or foursome, because that's what the NBA is today. It's winning with
Thompson. Klay Thompson was doing it with him and Steph.
With just him and Steph? Just him and Steph?
Who else you want to name Draymond Green for me? Draymond Green is definitely not top 25.
Well, they were saying that when they were winning, though.
He was never top 25 to me. So let me put this out there. You got Harden and Westbrook in your top 15, but they can't win. That's a problem. That's a big problem.
No, it's about being the best player.
You gotta win.
You gotta win. Look.
Did the Greek Freak win last year?
Did
the Greek Freak win last year?
So let me ask you this, Jay. According to what you're telling us right now, Wilt Chamberlain is the greatest player of all time.
People couldn't make that argument.
I'm not asking what people can do. I'm asking you. I'm asking Justin Martin, is Wilt Chamberlain the greatest player of all time? I rest my case. He's squad. I don't want to hear none of that nonsense. You gotta win.
I mean, Justin, I'm going to mention another guy that was voted through on this list, 11 through 15, Nikola Jokic. Jokic, I think, was 14 on the list, and Westbrook was 11. Jokic doesn't have a super team. He doesn't have James Harden next to him. He's third in the West. Westbrook is sixth in the West.
I agree.
It's not about winning.
You play to win the game.
Yeah, you play to win the game, but this is not playing to win the game. This is who's the best individual player. Not we're talking about who's the best player.
So you're making this list best one-on-one players. What I'm getting at,
the best skilled players, the best skilled players.
You're ridiculous, Justin. Yeah. You're totally ridiculous. So do you just go ahead and finish off with what you were saying?
Why was the Greek Freak named MVP last year?
Because they won. They were winning the regular season.
Exactly.
They were the #1 seed in the East because they were winning.
If the Bucks were the 6th seed, what the Rockets are now, Giannis doesn't win MVP.
I agree. You debating that?
They've had MVPs not have the #1 seed or the #2 seed.
Most of your MVPs get a top 3 seed. Most of them. I'm not gonna say it's never happened because Russ, I think, was a 4 seed or 5 seed when he won. But outside of that one, I can't think off the top of my head who won MVP that wasn't a top 3 seed on their respective side. You gotta be good. You gotta win. You have to. Yeah. Why Derrick Rose beat out LeBron James that year? Because Derrick Rose was the 1 seed in the East. Doesn't matter what your stats say. If you're #1, you're going to get the votes. You know better than that. And I'm ashamed right now. I'm ashamed of you, Justin. Zion Williamson in the top 15.
So do you put Luka in your top 15?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But what is it you want? What does he want?
Hey, they're gonna win. They're doing things good over there right now.
But I just wanted
future.
I just wanted to say one thing regarding with when it comes to Zion and Luka. Luka is leading his team to a playoff run right now.
That's right.
they're really
Zion
deep
was.
inside the Western Conference.
Zion,
Zion,
he was.
the Pelicans, if the playoffs started today, they wouldn't be in the playoffs right now.
That's because he just started playing.
You can't discredit the work that Brandon Ingram has put in. He's been an all-star. He's averaging over 20 a game, so you can't discredit that. So with Zion, he has help on that team right now.
He was an all-star sub. He got in because somebody didn't go in.
Okay. Hey, we'll look at it like this. I'm going to say this. I never agree with Mr. Box Office for the most part, and me and him see it exactly the same. I did not vote Russell Westbrook into my personal top 15. He made it in, and kudos to him. I'm not tripping because I had him at 16 because I did top 20, and Zion didn't make my top 20 list. Nor did Rudy Gobert. He's limited offensively, so he can't be in my top 15 either. And I know that you voted for him. I know that. So is he a great defensive player? Absolutely. Is he a great rebounder? Absolutely. I'm not taking that. So maybe, and let me tell you this. I actually have no problem with you actually voting him in, because my thing is, if you emphasize defense, cool. I can't say nothing. I'm cool right with that. I'm all right with that. But Zion, come on, Jay. He barely played 30 games, if he played 30 games. And you're going to put him in the top 15 in the NBA today? There's no way. There's no way. He has no body of work yet. And that's the reason why I voted Russ out, because his body of work says, yeah, I've had my stats. I had James Harden. I had Kevin Durant. I played
Paul
with Serge
George.
Ibaka. I played with Paul George. And when he was with Paul George, they lost to the Utah Jazz and the Portland Trailblazers in the first round. That can't happen. That can't happen. Not when you have Paul George and Russell Westbrook, who, according to NBS, they're both top 15 players.